We have to get our plants to Florida without killing them. So here's how we're doing that.
Growing joy.
Hi, plant friends.
Hello.
Welcome back. If you're new, I'm Maria. I'm here to help you grow joy and care for plants. And today is a very special vlog because we are moving. We are moving 1,500 miles, one husband, one parakeet, and 74 plants. How do you feel about that, Billy?
Growing joy in chaos.
Yeah, growing joy in chaos. So we have spent a beautiful 4 years here in the Catskill Mountains in Zone 5A or 5B, and we are moving to Florida. Billy got an amazing opportunity in Florida. We're moving to be closer to family for a new chapter, and that means we have to move all of our houseplants. Okay, number one, as you can see, I have painstakingly, I went to the Family Dollar and I bought a matching set of plastic Tupperware. I don't know if you can see, but they're green and they come with tops. I think I spent $104 in total. It was a little expensive. Don't give me a look about how much I spent. But the thing is, the plastic Tupperware is going to be reusable. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on how people pack their plants, and so many people bought like boxes that they ended up throwing out. And this is going to be reusable. We'll use storage totes. We'll use these totes for the rest of our life. And they're also stackable. So we have painstakingly packaged and put all of our plants in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tubs.
I have to be fair. Maria packed all of these. I was nervous about it because, well, for a variety of reasons. Primarily, I don't want to be responsible for killing anything by accident. And I have to say, you did a very nice job.
Thank you. I do feel like it's very organized.
They are.
I used the rest of, our movers came last week. I used the rest of the packing paper that they brought and I crammed it in to give a shake test so that, all the plants are pretty stabilized.
Yeah.
And for space saving, 2 of the tubs, the plants are lower than the height of the side of the tub. So we'll be able to put the tops on those tubs and stack them. I also gave heavy watering to all of these plants 2 days ago. And I wanted to do it 2 days ago because I wanted the soil to be nice and saturated and moist, but not too wet. I wanted them to be exposed to light for a couple of days after the deep water so they could do some photosynthesis and stuff before they actually get, away from the sun in our car. The other thing that we did is we rented a minivan. So our cars were not big enough and we're moving in August. So we couldn't do a box. I've watched a couple of plant tubers get a U-Haul truck or the box, the U-Haul box that you attach to your own car. We didn't have that available to us because we're moving to Florida in August and the sun beating on those boxes or a U-Haul truck that doesn't have air conditioning, that would fry all of our plants. So we had to get creative and figure out, literally went to Enterprise and we were like, what's the largest car you have where all the seats, fold back?
Byproduct, minivans are kind of dope.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable.
We're into the minivan. We're going to be very
driving
comfortable.
in a first-class airplane seat.
We're going to be very comfortable.
Yeah.
So these plants are all organized. The only ones that we have to take a look at now are these larger ones. What I want to do, obviously, I'm so lucky that I have such amazing large plants whose leaves spill out. However, for the car, I don't want to lose these precious leaves in the car from getting wedged, in between pots or maybe leaning up against a window of the car and frying. When you see these amazing plant shops do these plant reveals where they get the big plant and it's wrapped in that paper cone and they take the cone off and it's so cool. The plant tumbles out of it. I bought a roll of butcher paper for $20. It's breathable brown paper. And what I'm thinking is we're going to make our own cones so that when we actually put the plants in the car, it's just a bunch of cones and the leaves are protected.
It's like putting a bunch of plants in the cone of shame, like when dogs have after a shame.
And this is specific barbecue butcher paper. So, we can,
I will use the remainder.
Once you can use the remainder, and even once we unravel it, we can save it for your barbecue journey once we get you a nice barbecue in Florida, which I know you're very excited about. So we are going to be vlogging the entire trip. Stay tuned. But for now, let's wrap these puppies up. Morning. My
Good
husband's
morning.
amazing. Packing was interesting. One plant didn't make it, so we're going to go drop this plant off at our
No,
neighbors.
we decided to gift the plant.
We're gonna gift
to
the
our
plant.
lovely neighbors.
As a gesture of goodwill.
Sure.
But we're going to gift one plant, but everything else is set. So it's time to hit the road. Are you ready to move to Florida?
Let's do it.
Any final words to say to this beautiful land?
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. We are in the car. Say hi.
Hi.
We have many plants. We have Frankie. Oh, where is he? There he is. We've got Frankie. We've got plants on plants on plants. And we are headed to our new home. Good morning. It's day 2. Thank you, Billy, for recording me. The plants look great. We've checked, we slept, we got on-street parking. The only thing I want to do is we have 2 containers that are sealed, like the plastic tops, and they're stacked. So I want to burp them for a minute. I want to open the top, let some air in, and then close the top. And I just want to make sure those plants are okay. So the angle here is not going to be very flattering, but come along for the journey. All right. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. I'm not worried about it. There's almost a little like condensation. There's like a little transpiration. It's like a little greenhouse. So it's all good. Let's load up and get to our next destination. Upside down, bouncing off the ceiling.
I said I'm not doing this. I'm not singing.
Inside out, stranger to this feeling. All right, day 2. Billy and I have just run into a very interesting predicament when driving with plants. Billy, talk to me about what you were just working through.
Well,
It's day 2. We're 6 hours in our drive.
I'm looking at the temperature outside, and we're about to enter Georgia, and it's 92 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's 92 degrees and sunny, that means the car would get up to about 130 if we didn't have the AC on.
Right.
And that would kill everything. So even though we've already driven 6.5 hours, we're going to keep going until I see that temperature go to like 85 maybe.
Yeah.
That's best case scenario.
Because the internal temp of the car is 70 degrees because we have air conditioning. So our plants and Frankie are very comfortable, but now we have to take into consideration once the car's parked, the plants are going to start baking in the car. So we got to drive till sundown or not.
Well,
not sundown,
not till
but
sundown.
we got to drive till it cools down.
Yeah, until it cools down.
So interesting predicament to be in when driving a car filled with 73 plants.
Hey there, love.
Day 2 is a success. We did 10 hours. And now Frankie is helping me put my legs up against the wall. 3 more hours to go. In case you guys were wondering, this is Frankie's setup. He's right there. We've got him strapped into the bucket seat. He's got some nice jungle vibes going in. We cover the sides of his cages though, so he doesn't get car sick. Day 3, how you feeling, Billy? We still got plants. We still got Frankie. It's been good. We ended up driving a long time yesterday, so by the time we parked...
10.5 hours.
Yeah, 10.5 hours. We weren't that worried about the heat of the car because by the time we got there, it had kind of cooled off. So the plants stayed in the car. Frankie came inside. And we're an hour away from our new home. So the plan is now, the new debate is to put them plants in the lanai when it's 90 degrees out, or to put them in the house while we clean. We're getting the keys. The movers are coming tomorrow. And you guys are getting a new home. And the humidity is much higher here, so I can already tell these houseplants are going to be very happy. All right, we did it. We're here in Florida. We have unpacked. We got in yesterday. We unpacked all the things from our car into this living room area. Sorry, this work little dining room. No. Everybody seems to be okay. You know, it's really interesting. The plants that we had, we have 2 containers that have their tops on. So we had like this container on top and we had it stacked. And then when I took the tops off, there was condensation on the top of the tops from transpiration, which I thought was really cool. But now we've let these plants adjust in here. It's Florida in August. It's hot and humid, but our movers are coming today. So we are going to move the plants into the lanai, take the paper off, let them kind of spread their wings and bask in the Florida humidity and keep an eye on them. And then I just wait for them tonight. They'll be sweet the space for our little split boxes in. So let the moving begin. Let the settling begin. All right, I'm filming this in a wonky way and I'm going to be backlit for a minute, but I wanted to explain something to you. So I put all the plants in the lanai in the shaded area. What I'm very curious about is this ray of light. So this is south and that is north, that is east, west. So this ray of direct sun is going to move across my lanai throughout the day. So when you move, one of the most important things to do before you start assessing your houseplants is where is there direct sun throughout the day? Because right now, if I had put all the houseplants here, they'd be in direct sun. They would not be happy, especially being in the car for 3 days. If I put them over there, what I'm assuming is this little sun patch is going to move across the lanai. You know, the first couple of weeks that you're in your house, get your compass out, see where it's facing. I literally got my compass, went to the window. This is south. I oriented myself, and then I'm going to go and keep my eye throughout the day where these spots of direct sunlight are, because that's important so I know to put my highlight plants in there. But also, Florida sun is going to be super, super strong. So I don't want to put anything in direct sun through a window or a screened-in porch for a few days as these sweet plants adjust, because the light that they're currently getting in the lanai is still probably so much more than they were even getting in my house in the Catskills. So, okay, the movers are here. Pray for us.